Hello there, people. This here is Jedi Singer here on Twitch, and Jedi Gamer on YouTube. So, for the first time here, I am playing the game, the Stanley Parable, Ultra Deluxe. I've been sitting on this for a while, but since I finally decided to hook up my Xbox Series X, well, I figured I'd give this a try. So, we're gonna see how this game is. I hear it has multiple endings. And even one ending where, and achievements too. And I even heard it has one option where, you have to start and then turn it off and not play it for, 10 or so years. But we're not gonna do that today. Maybe later on. So if you like this or even any time, feel free to follow me here on Twitch and even on YouTube as well to Jedi Gamer. So let us begin this and okay, this is cool. What I'm doing in the thing and the settings and stuff, it's also on the screen on that computer at the desk. This is cool here. Alright, for real. Wow. Alright. What the... Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day,
now this
every
is
month,
cool. I love
every
this.
year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I was happy.
And then one
cool.
day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would
What
forever
did happen?
change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Well, this is
But as he came to his
interesting.
wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What the... Okay, did I get an ending here? I hope I did. Although this is really cool, wow.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision?
Oh,
What if
wow,
a crucial
it's
outcome
locked.
fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No.
Right.
This couldn't go any way except badly.
Yeah, I'm
The thing to do
staying
now,
here.
Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be
Wait,
happy
where are my legs?
forever.
I don't have legs,
I
oh
will
my
be happy.
goodness.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very
Yep,
soon
I'm gonna
now,
get
this
back
will
to work.
end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh my god, the end is never, the end is never. I love this loading thing here. Okay, you know what? Next, we're just gonna explore, alright?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh wow, this narrator here is hilarious. Like, you just gotta love him. Wow, these are bright windows, but odd how you can't see out at all. I'm turning off that dude's computer. Can I go in there? Wait, is that a mirror? Wait. No, that's another room, which is locked. Huh. Input received. Oh, there's a computer in there. Aw, man, spilled coffee. Now that is a sad thing right there. Doors are locked. What's in there? I don't know.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? I'm gonna do everything the opposite of what this guy, the narrator, says.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I did. Yeah, sure.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply
Yes,
stood
and look
here,
at this
drinking
soda
it all
machine. I love this soda machine here. Now that is a cool thing. But I can't get any soda.
Yes,
I'm thirsty here.
really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to
Okay,
get back
fine.
to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. It's closed.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wow, this narrator has some attitude here. Alright, what do I do?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing
wait,
your
can I
trust in
jump
someone else
down
can
from
be
here?
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I don't know. Oh man, this is awesome.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked
This
through
is
the
a
red door.
Matrix kind of thing. No. I'm going through the blue door.
Perhaps
Wait.
you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope. I'm going through the blue
I still
door.
don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
All
Blue
right,
door.
fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
I like
You want to
blue.
know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
wow.
Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
Sorry, buddy.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this
sure?
section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I
Wow,
put a
he's
lot of
angry.
time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all
Now
for
this
nothing.
is
Because
such
this
an
is what
awesome
you wanted
game.
to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me
yes.
absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay, I'll listen to him for once.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do
Yes,
these
I
flashes
like
of
this.
inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well,
I don't know.
It's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach
Wow.
that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this
But
one.
I've never
Let's
played
take a
this
look.
before. What the? Oh my goodness, wow. Wow, a lot of people have opened doors and earned a lot of awards. Huh. Only the worst 3%ers of Blue Door. Ouch, that hurts. Wow. I'm pretty ranked low there. Are more attractive than Stanley. Wow. A dead rat is offline. Wow, that's my superior, a dead rat? Now that is sad. I must have really upset, this dude here. Can I go through this door here again?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a
Really?
look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me
Oh,
boot
no.
it up.
Uh-huh.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game. All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I don't think I can keep doing this. Okay, you know what? Go to the fire. Nah. Okay, go to the fire. I'm done.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, look, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Look, I can keep pressing that for hours.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh my goodness, we're going into alternate games here. This is awesome.
Aha! Fascinating.
Huh.
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
I have no idea.
What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Yeah, there's not much out here. It's pretty desolate out here. Oh, there's stairs. Sounds cool. Well, let's go explore. Okay, next time I'm gonna do a little bit more.
Oh,
like, maybe I'll go through the red.
No, it can't be.
Oh man, this is...
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Oh no.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. I can see out there. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh no, another game. Aw, man.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Are they blue on one side and red on another?
Okay,
oh,
so what
man,
exactly
this is like
do we
red
do
versus
here?
blue in Halo.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh man, this is a fun game.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a
Yes,
thought.
this
And I
is
realize
fun.
I'm not a sportsologist, but if one
Go
ball
into the
generates a certain
story.
amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. Hold on. What are you doing?
Okay, I did not know you can do that.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. You still have so much...
Well, alright. Uh-oh. Well, what is this? Wow. I did not expect to fall down the goalpost thing. Wow, this is a dilapidated office. Things have really fallen apart. Ah, I see a light. Computer's in there. Someone's watching TV, or was. On the computer. I don't know. What is this?
I wonder what he
What's
found.
that?
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy
No.
cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
Wow.
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
How soon?
I can wait.
Come on.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, fine. I'll do a thing where I do more of what the dude here wants. All right. This will be a listening to the narrator completely playthrough here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The next time I'm gonna listen to him a little bit until that platform, then jump off and I'll go to the left maybe. Then the red door. I'll listen to him for that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Huh. I like this. This is cool. Everyone is unique, you most of all. Now that is a really amazing message right there. Number of sides on this side. Sides, charts, and sides. I like that. That's cool. Alright, let's see here. Rate of increase in graphs per side. Wow, that's a lot of data. Please no more charts, I'm begging. Wow. This is hilarious. I could just stand here all day and watch this. Nah, not really. Okay, now that there's a good message right there. All right, that is cool. That's cool. What are your dreams for the future? Spring break, pollution, a boat, charts. I like this. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Wow. Alright. Maybe that's what I need to get more followers and subscribers. Talk less. Because after all, maybe my talking is just too much, eh? Okay, you know what? I'm going on. Huh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason
I
to
like
still
the
be
broom
here.
closet.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I can open and close the door. I like doing this.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around
Yes.
doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I like this. Okay, I might have to do the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, I might have to listen and go down. I might have to do the opposite later on, but for now, I'm going all the way upstairs to the office. Okay, where is that office? Wow, this is a big office. Executive bathroom, yes. Aw, man, now this is a nice bathroom. To be rich, is it a crime to make crimes? Isn't it rich? What a life. It would be to have to pick just one. Wow. I like that. Aw, man, extreme bathrooms, now that is a cool thing. Wait, I can't flush a toilet. Now that's sad. Alright, let's go to that office and find out what's going on here. Can I go through this door? That looks like the office, but I want to check this out. Okay, I might have to explore that in a future playthrough.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumb. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
What the?
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Do I have to? Did I go in here? Narrator? I need something. What do I press? What do I press? So I go up. Alright, this is cool. Loading, 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 loading. Wow.
Descending
This
deeper
loading
into the
screen
building,
is so cool.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, later on I'm gonna go that way for the escape option, alright? For now, I'm doing this, full listening to the dude here. I guess I press this, right?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Or wait, what if I do this and I do everything else? What is this?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
Whoa.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Fired.
Was this the only
Wow.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Wow.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, later on I'm definitely taking the escape route here. Wait, on or off? Ha ha! Well, I shut it off. Although, what happens if I turn it on? I might have to try that out in a future video. Gameplay
Blackness,
thing here, but...
and a
hey,
rising
it's
chill
short.
of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Free.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Yes, I
Whatever
love
life
this.
he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The feeling of
Oh wow,
liberation,
no, this is
the
cool.
immense possibility
I'm
of the
free.
new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay! This is kind of a good ending here. Although I wonder what happens if I do the escape. And well, I got my first achievement. Yay! Haha! Ah, I got another one. Get your first achievement awarded for getting any of the other achievements as my first. I like this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I
Stanley
don't
decided to
know.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, it was 2845, right? Oh wait, no. Yeah, for the
When
office,
Stanley came
yeah.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Done.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, Broom Closet
Oh
again.
no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Alright. I love this. This is such an awesome game.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. Next time I'm taking that elevator, because I do want to find out where that goes.
Stepping
No,
into his
what was
manager's
it? It was
office,
2845,
Stanley was
right?
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh yes, I like this. This is cool. Okay, this time I'm taking that escape route. Because I
Feeling
want to see
soothed
where
and
I go
rejuvenated,
with this.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright, this time we're doing the escape passage. And then later on we're gonna come up here again and go down that one elevator. At least if it's possible to interact with that elevator at the office. And wait, what happens if I turn on the mind control thing instead of turning it off? We're gonna do that route. Haha, this is fun.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, we're doing escape this time.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope.
At
Violent
this
death,
point, Stanley
here
was
we
making
go.
a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly
Yes.
confront his death.
Yep. That is what I'm doing. Wow. Nah, that can't be. Well, I'm falling.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Uh-oh.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs
No,
from a
this
blind
can't
man.
be serious.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Well, guess I'm dead now. What the?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator. as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his
Wait,
body, killing him
wow.
instantly.
What the... this is interesting.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What is this?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh wow, this is cool. It's like a museum dedicated to the Stanley Parable stuff. Oh man, this is cool. The office, nice. It's like the behind the scenes thing. I like this. This is cool. Alright, this... Okay, what? Where do I go? Wow. Credits on the wall. Now this is the coolest thing I've seen. Wait, hold on. Are there pictures here? Glad I didn't walk out yet, 'cause I nearly missed those. Oh yeah, the office, the nature paintings for the indoors. This is epic. Okay, where do I go? Do I go this way or the other way? Boss's office. Office clock. I never noticed that there. Man, I don't like these two options here, alright? Like, really? The office? Maintenance room, yes, an early version of that. Now that's cool. It's a museum to the Stanley Parable. Ultra Deluxe announcements. Now that is cool. I remember watching the trailer for this before it came out. I was waiting ages for it, but well. Are you a rock? Narrator emails. Now this is cool. The lounge. An early version of the lounge. Now that's cool. I think I've seen some early versions of that. Wait, apartment ending? Aw, man, I'm gonna have to do this. Wait, what? Wow, first choice, obey, disobey, lounge, vent. Wait, there's a vent? Then you get to maintenance, staircase. What about this event? Wait, is there a vent? Ah. Now this is cool, like, seriously epic. Wait, is that the staircase? Trailers. Oh yeah, this is cool. I remember seeing those. The game is now paused. Nah. Wow. Resume the game, begin the game again, settings, quit to menu. Now that is cool. Wait, there was an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu? What? Okay, I might have to try that out and see if that's a thing. Zending model. Okay, now now later on I'm gonna test out what happens if I do the other thing. Freedom ending. I like that. Countdown desk. Oh yeah, that is cool. Wait, hold on. Is this the other side? Oh, yeah, I think it is. Game design mockup, that's cool. Oh wow, series of offices. Left to right evolution of his office, and then the third is that one. Nice, this is cool. Alright, and so now we are going to leave this, office, this museum to the Stanley Parable.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Huh.
Can you see?
What?
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your Xbox. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
Wait, did I have to turn off my Xbox for this? Like, nah. Or begin the game again? Well, guess he died.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What? No. Ah. They closed the broom office. The broom closet. Man, this is sad.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I'm going to the basement because he took away my broom
But Stanley
closet.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? Yeah. No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Trying to jump.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes.
Well, this is a strange dream.
And he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment,
that is indeed
and my
all
wife,
I want here.
and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up.
Okay, you know what? I'm doing this because I hear there is an achievement for this.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Story of a man named Stanley.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like this. Change all sliders and go through each number. There is an achievement for this, so I'm gonna get this here real quick. Oh, wait a minute. Set all numbers. Set all setting sliders in the menu to all available numbers. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's probably it. I had to do it slowly.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Alright, we are doing this here, people. We are going to get some quick achievements, because achievements are always fun.
This is the story
And while
of a
being
man named
paused a
Stanley.
long time, this'll help out.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Well, at least the other things will be somewhat easier, maybe. I hope. I don't know. Huh, an achievement for quitting the game and starting again. I might have to try that later on. Not now, though. But well, let's see how this keeps on going here. Man, this is a hilarious game. You just gotta love it. The Stanley Parable. Now, I hope this achievement will be easy to get. Okay, field of view was 75, right? Yeah, that's right. Well, original view.
On a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this
What
particular
the-
day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wow, now this is cool. This is definitely trippy here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna quit to menu.
This is the... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What is this? This looks so much more different. Wait, 435 times. Okay, where's door 430? Wait, I don't see door 430.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Whiteboard ending? What is this?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, what happens if I press this? Well, I'm taking this elevator. We're gonna do something different. Okay, so 435 times. That might get an achievement. Haha, yes. What is this? No, I wanted to go elsewhere. Alright.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Wow, that... I guess he's tired of that. Alright, let's go down. Okay, this time I'm gonna listen to him here, alright? Loading, loading, loading. But wait, instead of turning off that mind control device, I'm gonna turn it
Stanley
on.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Nope, not really, I don't think.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wow, this is... Alright,
This
elevator,
mind
but
control
instead of
facility,
turning
it was
off
too
the
horrible
mind
to believe
control
it couldn't be
facility,
true.
I'm turning it
Had
on.
Stanley really been under someone's control all
Because,
this
like,
time?
under control,
Was this
like,
the only
now,
reason
me,
he was
I
happy
can't
with
do
his
that.
boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Well, I want to accept it blindly.
He refused
I can't
to
turn
believe
it off.
He couldn't accept it.
We're
His
going
own
to stay
life
locked
in
in
someone
here.
else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
No.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I will. Actually, no, this time I want to see what happens if I don't do that.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Well,
if you
I
want to
can
throw
do
my
that.
story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Oh,
How long
no.
until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me,
Oh, no.
where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley.
Wait, one.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
4, 2.
It's a
Come
tragedy.
On.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Well. Oh, that was a bad ending there, I think. But hey, multiple endings, fun times.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Now this is hilarious.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Oh man. 417. Well, where's 417? Alright, 417. Door 417. Alright, 417 20 times. 16, 17, 18,
Ooh,
19,
great.
20.
Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437, where's that? Alright, door 437. Here we go. Oh, there it is.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415, where are you?
Now, back to door number 437. Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Alright, 416. Where is it? Okay, door 416. Where's this door? Or is it one of these ones? Four, 1, 6. Okay, I do not see a door 416, unless it's this one. Oh wait, door 416 is in the new content door, isn't it? Yep, it is.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Alright, copy machine. I like this. Oh man, this is gonna be fun.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Alright, you know what? I'm doing this, new content. Actually, no, I want to do the other stuff. I'll do new content later. For now, I want to do
When
this.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I might have to do this later, but nope, going this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright,
Look, Stanley,
this time
I
I'm
think
gonna
perhaps
stay
we've gotten off
here.
on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact
Okay,
is that
later
the
on I'm
story
gonna
has been
jump
about
off
nothing
this
but
thing
you
again and go
all
down
this
there.
time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Dude.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
Hello? Aw man, next time I'll have to go and let that keep ringing. Sorry, no one's home. Haha.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come
What?
on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to
Yes.
you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wait, what?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Wow.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the
Wow.
building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came
What
to
is
2
this?
open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Now, later on, I'm gonna do the other option.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it
For
with
the,
many possible paths and destinations.
Later on, I'm gonna do that
Down
red
one
door
path lay an
option.
enormous round room
And
with
then
monitors
also
and
that
mind
left
controls.
door, maybe.
And down
I
another
don't
was
know.
a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
But wait, what
And he
about here?
called
I
it
could
the
always
Stanley
go in another
Parable.
area. What?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his
Man,
head
this
he relived it
apartment
again
is getting
and then
worse.
again and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel
Man,
this
I'm gonna
free.
have to do that new
Surely there's an
content
answer down
later.
some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly
the-
be?
Oh,
In
no.
reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets
no.
which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
man.
He won't stop.
This is
Here,
sad.
watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Alright. See, I didn't do it. I hate Mondays. I like that mug. I need to find a mug like that in real life. Haha. It says please press, but the narrator said don't press, so
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
ha. Wow.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, you know what, people? I am going to quit out this game, and, you know what? We will continue this on, okay, wow, there's a third computer there. I like this. So, you know what, people? We are going to, we are ending this stream, and later on we will continue on in Alien Isolation. But for now, game on, and may the force be with you. And if you like this video and you want to see more content like this again, or more Alien Isolation or another game, please feel free to follow me here on Twitch to Jedi Singer, or on YouTube. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to Jedi Gamer for more. And Be safe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out, people, and once again, may the Force be with you all.